And this is Ken Kraetzer for the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade and Sons of the American Legion Radio. And we're on Fifth Avenue, and the sun came out. St. Anthony's High School, the Gaelic Friars pipe band. And we're going to be covering the last 2 hours of the parade. Our friends from NBC just signed off. I know they did a great job. Tommy Smith, Tressa Goodwin Smith, and Lauren LaCalla. And so we've got another big pipe band going by with their yellow and black colors. And we've got St. Francis Prep. That was St. Anthony's High School band. And we've got St. Francis Prep. And that's where my wife went to school, out in Queens. And we got a big group. We got a whole bunch of cheerleaders. They're having a great time today. They look happy and excited. St. Francis Prep over in Queens, big school, big Catholic school over in Queens. We've been to a couple of alumni events there, and they're always adding things. And wave to that beautiful school out in Queens. And used to be in Brooklyn. And Jack, Joe Torre went to that school, St. Francis Prep, when it was in Brooklyn. And very well known now. I gotta tell you, I gotta get my sunglasses. We actually have the sun came out here on Fifth Avenue in New York City. Blue sky overhead, it's getting warm, feels great. What an afternoon here for the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade. So everybody's having a great time, no rain. We thought we were getting worried there for a little bit around 1 o'clock, 1:30, but the rain went in a different direction. And we've got the marching pride here, Palmetto Ridge High School from Naples, Florida. Great to see you. Thanks for coming to New York all the way from Naples, Florida, down the southwest part of the state. Real warm there this time of year. It gets warm in Naples, Florida, in late March. But we got their cheerleaders here, and they're having a great time marching up Fifth Avenue in New York City. Now we've got their twirlers. What a great experience this must be to come to New York City for all these youngsters, these high school students, and march in the parade and visit New York. They get to see some of the sights of the city. And look at the smiles on their faces as they march up Fifth Avenue in New York City. And now we got their marching band. I think we've got 100 cheerleaders and twirlers already. Now we got the marching band. And these guys look like they know what they're doing. This is Palmetto Ridge High School Marching Pride Band from Naples, Florida. Going by, they look great in their green and black uniforms. All bands have their parents and band directors that accompany them and kind of walk on the side. Boy, they look good. We don't get a number out of them in front of the bandstand, but they're marching by, all the aides and the Grand Marshal. And that again is the Palmetto Ridge High School Marching Pride Band from Naples, Florida. Thanks for coming to New York and marching up Fifth Avenue on St. Patrick's Day. Great to see that. Now another familiar, we got one of our men in blue. Thank you for your service. A lot of police and working today so that we can enjoy safely the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade. So thank you to all the New York City policemen and all of the other law enforcement people out working today. Now we have LaSalle Academy from Manhattan, and I gotta see if my friend Jim Prendergast is here. And LaSalle Academy, founded in 1848. They got the red sashes on, looking good, guys. And very active alumni base. We had an uncle, a Dominican priest, Father Ed Martin, who went to LaSalle years ago. He had passed away about 10 years ago. But a very proud LaSalle Academy alumnus from New York. And I was looking for my one friend here, Jim Prendergast. always doing work, fundraising for LaSalle. And so I don't see him, but I got to think he's there in the crowd. Big group from LaSalle. They must have about 250 alumni and students marching. And they're having a good time. Jack, you can't have a bad time when you're out on March 17th. The sun came out at 60 degrees. Well, you know, it's probably 55 degrees here in New York City. I mean, the trees are blooming. Got trees right over here that are blooming. You can see them. Some more folks from LaSalle. And so good to see them. And so we should have our friends from Bishop Hendricken High School and then our friends from Providence College. So Bishop Hendricken. And they're from Warwick, Rhode Island, just south of Providence. Great band. They come out every year. Look good, and we're getting some nice music, a nice marching song out of them. And okay, I got to admit I'm a Providence College alumnus, and I got the delegation from Providence in the parade about 10 years ago. And we got our Providence delegation led by their ROTC department. Their Sergeant Major Gary Fortunato, and so they're looking good. We got a nice white banner. The Friars, they're in the NCAA tournament, and they're having a great day. They got their nice green sashes out there. Got some stragglers along the way. Got a couple of baby strollers. And even the baby stroller's got a sash on it. That's Hillary Byrne, one of our parade directors. My friend Paul Belmonte, a fellow Providence College alumnus. And we've got an alumnus and a future student. And oh, we're doing video today.
Okay.
And Paul, how was the march up Fifth Avenue?
The march was fabulous. It was really great. We had about 40 people from the Providence College Club of New York, and the weather turned out really nice, and it was fantastic.
Great. Can you stick with a little bit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
And we've got the Brentwood High School Marching Band, Brentwood, New York, coming out to march. And boy, they've got a nice group of, they got a nice color guard. A green machine, I believe it is. And they've got a nice group of nice twirlers, and they're kind of cream colored, cream and blue, or golden blue, really. And so and their band is revving up. That's a Brentwood High School green machine. We're going to have St. John's coming up soon after. Look at this band. I like their green and black uniforms. And we ought to have St. John's coming up soon too. Another big band. Those are very striking uniforms. Yeah, just get to use that camera.
Okay.
And that's how you take a picture.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And do everything, but keep a good grip. And our friends from St. John's. Well, they're just behind Providence. Boy, there's been a lot of basketball games between St. John's and Providence over the years. And they're excited. They got their red sashes on, red hats. St. John's. And our friend Chris Mullen had a tough basketball season over there, but we know he's going to turn things around. And I know they've got a very strong sports program over at St. John's. A lot of teams doing well, soccer and baseball. in particular. Now we can take a little bit of a break for a second. And you're at the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade here on Fifth Avenue in New York City under bright, sunny skies, which really feel good. So we'll take a break. This is Ken Kraetzer for the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade and Sons of the American Legion Radio.